Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. A beautiful start to the year with our beautiful nation as we dive headfirst into 2021. Kind of wild to think about how long we've been playing this mini-series on the channel for, and it is not just a new year for us in the real world, but our nation itself is about to reach a new millennium. If you would like to see this playthrough continue well beyond the beginnings of this new millennium, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know down below, folks. Leave a like, leave a comment. As always, looking at the number of likes and comments gives me a quick read on folks' interest level on a certain series over another, what I should keep doing on the channel, what I should change on the channel, and I do read through all of the comments as well, so if you have any opinions, feedback, ideas, whatever it might be, feel free to share it down below. It will be read, it will be seen, it will be acted upon. Well, you know, as long as it's reasonable, I suppose. Folks, there is a lot to do. Very excited to dive into the first episode of the new year. There's always something special about that. I'm very big on New Year's, so it's always a little special. But to get to the point, let's not waste any time. Let's get to the point. There's a lot to do. And some of the first stuff I want to do before I forget. It's been stuff that's been outlined in the comments. It's stuff that, like, for some reason, I'm still stuck on, like, old habits. It's what I want to say it's because of old habits, but really, like, there were no habits to begin with, so I don't know where it comes from. But I keep forgetting to add. Well, I guess there was an old habit. The old habit was the distribution offices didn't exist, but I keep forgetting to add. I keep forgetting to add new fields to our distribution offices to pick up the crops from. Fortunately, we did not miss a harvest or anything. The only reason I'm hesitating on the screen is because I want to try and figure out how we're going to adjust the situation over here. Right now, we are unloading at the grain storage and the warehouse up over here, right? Yeah. Got the warehouse, got the grain storage, cool. We are loading from all of the fields. We are also unloading. Where else are we unloading? What is this? Brixtonia Road Cargo Station, but we're not loading. We are loading food and meat. Okay, cool. Right. My apologies. So I actually want to get rid of this and this and this because we're actually going to be establishing another distribution office. Now, we've done this before. All of the other fields that we've established, all of the other sort of, especially new farm areas that we've established ever since Novokropsky, I think. We've been doubling on distribution offices. I think it was Novokropsky where we first did it. Well, it's a little different over here. No. We've got the same situation where there's like one distribution office takes care of bringing the crops from the field to the farm or grain storage, whereas the other distribution office actually distributes it to a further distribution point. And we were experimenting with Warstock, at least when it was small, to only have that one distribution office. But I think we've gotten to a point where we do need that second distribution office as well to actually ship the finished products, food and meat, over. So again, to clarify, as we've done previously with other farms, we have the one distribution office that picks up all of the crops, brings it to grain storage or the farm or what have you, and then the other distribution office that transports the finished product, food or meat, to their end destination or another warehouse or what have you. I was a little unclear earlier. I just want to make sure I was crystal clear about what we're doing over here before everyone's kind of just like confused as to like why I'm doing what I'm doing. So hopefully that clarifies the angle over here. It's the same as what we've done before, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Let's go ahead and get our distribution office. Where are you, distribution office? I always, you know what? It's weird having taken like the small extra time off, as it were. It really does throw things off a little bit in terms of remembering how things are organized, especially because sometimes, I'll be honest, with this game, it doesn't necessarily always make perfect sense. Some things are available in multiple spots, other things aren't. Like, I would expect the medium distribution office to fall under the same classification as a road cargo station, and yet the medium distribution office, unless I'm horribly mistaken, is not here. So, little things like that, I don't know if I'll ever get used to. But medium distribution office, go ahead and drop you down where? I mean, this one's going to tend to the fields. Obviously, it's closer to the field, so that makes sense. And get one up over here would make sense. It'll be closer to the road cargo and the meat storage up over here. So wouldn't mind that. Pop you down over here, maybe. A little bit of flat terrain. That's not too much trouble. Infrastructure issues. I would love to put it down right up over here. Let's go ahead and construction. Flatten from center. Yes, please. Can we do it without paying for it? No, gotta pay for it. That's fine. We've got money. Financially, we're doing more than okay. We're at 50 million rubles, so we've basically recovered from our, war against the soil. Feels like it was a long, long time ago now. But the reason why I'm still on pause is because I want to make sure this distribution does not see any hiccups. We're going to go ahead and auto-build the... Every time. Auto-build the distribution office. Oh, wow, still. Right. And then we're going to... I think we're actually going to buy the trucks this time around. We actually, you know what? I say that, but I think the reality is that the amount of time it takes to actually manufacture those trucks and truck them down here is minimal. I think by the time that happens, we'll have rather, I should say, by the time there's food and meat to deliver, I think the trucks will have started arriving already. So I think we'll be okay on that front. There we go. Nice little comfy spot for you over here. Boom, there you go. We'll flatten more of this later. I mean, right now it's like kind of nestled inside a little mountain type thing, and that's fine by me, no big deal. But let's go ahead and auto-build you and auto-build you as well. Up top over here, I'm going to commission the production of trucks. We've got these forklifts coming through for where? I believe for down over here we need some forklifts, right? So want to make sure we bring you over, and want to make sure we bring you over as well. I'm actually going to prioritize the trucks over the forklifts, because I feel like the food distribution across the nation is more important than just one set of forklifts that are moving that same. Well, they're not even at present responsible for moving the food and whatnot, because right now it's all being shipped directly to the store itself. Food and meat, right? So we're gonna go ahead and manufacture. How many of these do we want? I say we go ahead and make 8 of them. Prioritize these guys. We're also going to want to shift our refrigeration trucks. These guys. We're currently shipping meat over. We do want to... Well, we can't do it yet. Well, once this is done building, we'll want to get these guys assigned to this distribution office. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Let time move forward. Things overall are looking pretty good for the nation, actually. I forgot to do a population check, but we're looking pretty good in terms of our numbers across the board. Unemployment's looking good. The number of escapes, or immigrants, I should say, this year, 7,000. Yikes. Better than last year, though there's still, a whole month left, I suppose. Better than last year. Let's hope we can, keep that in check. Population's looking good. 21 pluses is below 6K for the first time, it feels like, in forever. Gonna have to keep working on that. I actually got an interesting question, asked in the, I think it was the Discord, if memory serves me right. Which, again, if you're not in the Discord, link is in the description down below. You should join in. It's a wonderful community. But I got asked about, like, oh, has the housing problem been solved? And in all honesty, I don't think the housing problem is one of those things that ever gets solved. It's like we're constantly seeing our population grow, right? It is, let's keep this 5%, I think. It is, I mean, I don't know if anyone has, I guess if I, like, just build a bunch of houses in advance, if we had stayed ahead of it since the beginning, I think we could have kept this number at 0. But right now, unless I auto-build an entire, like, mega city, I don't know if we'll ever get this number down to 0, just being grounded and realistic. We can try, we certainly will, but it does fluctuate pretty hard. And every time we've done a massive building, like, remember how Uprisinggrad was supposed to bring this number significantly down? Look where we are now instead. And the same thing goes for this new area over here by St. Elitsburg and Studensky. Like, we are building, we are trying to make efforts to reduce the population situation, but I don't think realistically it'll ever be completely and entirely solved. Anyway, just wanted to touch on that because I thought it was a pretty, it's a very poignant question. It's like, yeah, will it ever be solved? I don't think so. This is our housing crisis, this is overpopulation, I suppose. We'll try and get ahead of it, though. We will try. But yeah, so what I've done over here is it was pointed out by your eagle eyes in the comments that our small barn up over here does not actually accept electronics, and we want to fix that, of course. And now that you are built, let's go ahead and get these guys over here. Let's get you over here. Done and done. Good stuff. Up top over here, do we have any of these trucks done yet? I wish you could, like, auto-assign the destination of these vehicles. Like, I wish I could see, like, 7 of them listed out, and I could tell them where to go. Because right now, unless I turn off the shipping of these trucks up to here, again, unless I, for very specific circumstances, do very specific things, I'm not able to, like, you know, semi-automate this process. I have to actually watch this bar fill up, catch the truck before it's too late, and then send it elsewhere, like this one that I've actually missed. I want to bring you all the way down to here, because again, we've got some room in this one now, and again, as it grows and as it takes care of more fields, I want to make sure it's working at optimal sort of pace. Now, sorry, there's also one more thing I need to check. So up over here, we are now accepting electronics, which is all well and good, but are we sending electronics up over here? I don't think we are we? We are unloading, but where are we? We are loading. Okay, cool. This has got to be, I imagine, yeah, this warehouse. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. The comment made it pretty clear that I had set this part up, but I had not set up the space for it. But I just wanted to double check and be 100% sure, because no harm in doing that, right? No harm in double checking. We're good over here. Another truck has been completed up over here. It's like a little mini game all of its own. Go ahead and move this one over to here, because then I can actually start giving this its commands, basically. It's gonna be loading up over here and loading up over here. I want meat. Over here we'll be loading up, you know, food. Pick that stuff up over here, and you're gonna drop it off where? Well, where were we dropping it off previously? Let me just check here. Unloading. No, this is all good. Picking up from the fields. Where were we unloading? I mean, I would assume we were unloading up over here to keep this place topped up. Oh god, this place definitely needs to be kept topped up. Okay, fair enough. Let's stick to that for now. Go ahead and pop you over to here. We will be unloading at the Brixtonia cargo station. Meat, and then the food and stuff as well once the truck arrives. Because we have to wait until the truck arrives before we can assign the appropriate resource type. You almost done? That's you, isn't it? Nope. You're shipping electronics around. You're on your way down. Yes, you are. Now, what's the deal over here? Why do we have this bus up over here? Where are you? On this truck. You're just carrying this bus around. You should be unloading it up over here, but you're not. Very curious about the behavior of this truck and the bus on its back. Maybe it's going to get fuel? Not 100% sure. We'll keep an eye on it. If it keeps doing that, then we know we have a problem up there. Down over here, meanwhile, our hotel is... Which one of these is our hotel? This is our hotel. Seeing some progress. Once the hotel is built up, by the way, we're going to be able to get tourists right away. Because over at Baraharad, we're able to pick up tourists from, you know, well, like by using a bus or what have you. The question becomes, which vehicle do I want to use to pick up... Now you're shipping plastics. It gets confusing because they take this turn, and I don't notice them taking the turn, so I assume they've just left the construction lot, if you will. The production lot. But yeah, what I want to try and figure out is what do I actually want to use to drive tourists into the nation. I feel like... Oh, hang on a second. Is this new? I don't recognize this from previously. I do like those bendy buses. I used to call them as a kid, bendy buses. But I mean, even as an adult, let's be honest, they're bendy buses. They're like the little bendy straws, you know, like where the straw bends. It's the little middle section. I feel like these, you know what? I didn't. Oh, okay. This has got to be a trolley bus. That must be why. I think I sort of see the line connection up over there. All right. Well, that's not an option then. I just want to do buses. I was hoping to do a different looking bus so we could easily identify the tourist buses, you know. Not just to bring them in from the borders, but also to then ship them around the nation. Because again, it has been clarified that tourists will move around the nation. They will just be dedicated to one hotel, but they will, from that hotel, get on buses to go around elsewhere. Now, how about green? Green might be a nice easily spotted color. I mean, again, there are vehicle skins and stuff in the workshop as well. 91 passengers is entirely too many. I don't know if we'll ever have that many tourists. There's this as well, the PZ3205 from 89 to present. 35 passengers seems a little bit more reasonable. Though I guess once the hotels get filled up, you know what? Let's go with this. Let's go with the MZ104. Let's go with the MZ104 from Belarus. Bright and green, 91 passengers, might be a little too high. Maximum speed of 79 kilometers per hour. Oh god. This PZ is looking a little bit more reasonable when I consider the speed. The engine power is higher though. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get the bright green. Let's get the bright green. Let's do it. But of course, we're not going to be manufacturing those until some of these more essential things are done being built. I think we can actually go double speed. I think we can actually go double speed right now. Things are largely in order. Lots of construction going on. I will be planning a few more residential areas down over here, by the way, to keep a constant flow of students at these hostels without me having to relocate citizens every every 20 minutes or what have you. It's a little unfortunate that they cannot take the bus over. I feel like that is a natural expectation, but unfortunately that is again just not the reality. So every so often I'm having to fill these guys up like this, which is obviously not ideal. But if I put a couple of houses down so that folks are able to walk over, like we were checking last session, right? Some of these are walkable for some of these houses, but we have to try and make them more easily walked to from more locations. So we will be working on that. Let's go ahead and double speed it. And as we're double speeding it, I do want to also take a look at, wow, you know what? We're working very quickly on this airport. This is actually happening at a decent rate. And look at this. These guys all lined up. This is good progress. This is actually significantly faster than I was anticipating. Significantly faster than I was anticipating. We're not going to be done by the new millennium, but we might actually be done in the year 2000. I was expecting this to take like a couple of years, but you guys are working pretty hard. Now, I do wish some of these guys would get on top of the trucks that can ship them around, but I guess those trucks are busy doing other stuff. We got workers coming through, good bit of... Oh, look at that. Look at that unemployment. So low. That's fantastic. And this is actually looking pretty good as well. Though we did also, lose like 300... our population dropped by about 300 or so, so I don't know if it's actually good or not. Just the result of population drop. Prefab panels missing. Prefab panels missing. What do we got over here? Pretty sure we checked last session, and we do have prefab panels over here. These construction offices are involved. Yeah, they are indeed. Cool, so it's just a matter of, shipping the, or rather, I guess, trucking prefab panels over, not anything else. But on the topic of shipping, it has been brought up that I should maybe consider finally shipping the some vehicles out as well. Further sort of supplement our economy with the vehicle exports. I mean, that's why we established this space to begin with. That's why this dock even exists. So I should perhaps get on that. What we got? We got like a huge... Oh my god, these bricks, they never stop. The bricks never stop. All right, before I get into that, maybe I expand Brixtonia a bit. It's unfortunate because it's not really necessary. Brixtonia doesn't need to be any bigger. It's almost entirely like... Let's take a look over here. If we take a look at unemployed, there's a handful of unemployed workers here and there. Right? Maybe we can... What would we even do? We could, establish a couple more gyms or something up over here, I guess. Because clearly we don't have access to sport over here. Unable to get food, really. Why is that? We're really low on food up over here? Oops. Now, this has been a problem for a while. And again, I'm hoping that Warstock helps... help solve the problem at Brixtonia and stuff as well, by extension. No culture, no sport. Okay. Okay, I guess there is stuff to build down over here. So let's take a look at where are theaters and stuff. I want to use up some of that brick. Obviously, we can export all of it, but I do want to use some of it as well. I want to expand this space as well because it's been a while since Brixtonia has seen any upgrades. What about a cinema? What about a nice... These aren't cinemas, but the People's Theater. Yeah, sure. A small theater down over here, perhaps. Maybe add another house or two or something like that. Sounds reasonable to me. Would like to expand the sporting capabilities as well, right? These are all gyms. No, these are kindergartens and schools. Do we really not have gyms? We just have these like football fields, I guess. All right, we'll get some gyms as well. Theater, greenhouses. No, where is my People's Theater? Provide a decent bit of employment. Can't build your infrastructure. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this properly. Get rid of you. There's actually, ooh, what about this? This thing's huge. This is not a small town theater. This is huge. Let's go with the People's Theater over here. Pop you right down over here, I think. Nice, like, kind of cap to this long curved road, I think. Not auto building. Again, we do want to manufacture this ourselves. Construct it ourselves. There's the People's Theater over here. Making a little, like, community center kind of a thing. What about sports? There we go. I thought we had some bowling alleys up over here, don't we? Got a clinic up over here. We got this bowling alley over here, but I guess these guys can't reach the bowling alley. These guys can. These guys not. They can. They're just not doing it. Maybe because of free time or just availability. Maybe it's, you know, too full too often or something like that. No big deal. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. This coming up this way. I do also want to upgrade these roads. But before I get to that, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put down what. Let's go ahead and get the gymnasiums down over here, maybe. There's actually a comment in the comments of the last episode, I'm pretty sure it was, that the gymnasium seems to be the most sort of ideal pick as far as athletic, like the supply of sports is concerned to the people, with regards to how many workers it requires versus how many people it actually provides for. So that's promising. It eats up a lot of space, though, I'll tell you that. Can't build to infrastructure. So frustrating. Alright, here. Let's go ahead and pause for a second, because we're about to demolish some wiring. Because I know, almost without a shadow of a doubt, that I can fit... There we go. Exactly what I thought. You up over here. Unfortunately, it doesn't take any bricks. Bowling alley does. But that's not really the primary reason for building something. Oh, it's like a skate park over here. Stick with the gym. Stick with the gym party. Let's go. For everyone's upcoming New Year's resolutions, and you know, the week and a half of gym attendance that we're going to see, the spike in gym attendance. Oh, come on! You're not gonna let me line you up like this? It's so silly. But if I demolish this, I'll be able to fit it. Will I? Will I? Won't I? There we go. Perfect. Well, nearly perfect. Perfect enough. Go ahead and establish you right here. Done. Get this road built. Upgrade these roads. Gonna pay for these roads. That's all good. And I gotta get the wiring as well. I was like, I know there's something. I know there's something. Wiring. Get you all the way up to there. Go ahead and pay for you. Done. Pay for this and pay for this as well. Good stuff. And we should upgrade. That was a mistake. This road as well. I forget what the... it was shift. Like, I forget what the shortcut is. Shift is the one. Good stuff. I do also want to... Well, we want to auto-build this, right? Got to check auto build. My apologies. There we go. And let's go ahead and actually upgrade these footpaths as well. You guys are all walking on dirt paths. Kind of ridiculous. Go ahead and do that. Go. Fix all this up as well. And let's get our road up here upgraded as well. There we go. Good stuff. I wonder if I want to... You know what? Why not? Why not just do this entire section? There we go. I don't want to upgrade this. I like the idea of the this, like, you know, country road or whatever being without any lighting. It just makes me think of, like, when you drive up to, like, cottage country in Ontario and whatnot. What's up over here? You. I'm sure elsewhere as well, but I can't speak from experience about other places. Rulinsky's construction office is getting involved for all of these. Zavodska's getting involved over here as well. I think that's good enough for now. I don't want to get too heavily invested over here, but that'll help use up some of the bricks. And I also want to maybe establish some more, well, let's see, 21 pluses living with their parents. We have a little bit of a problem here, but the idea was to have people move from Brixtonia down to Uprisinggrad, but of course that's had its issues in execution. I wonder if we are able to fit more, where are we? Housing. What is it, residence? Residential, there we go. Some of these nice, bigger sort of housing units. I do quite like how they look. I'm a fan of this aesthetic. Come on now, let me flatten. Come on. I believe in you, game. It's so weird when it does that. Come on. There we go. Thank you very much. What if we do it like this? We'll have to flatten the terrain over here. I don't want to, again, just as a reminder, we're trying to largely stick to the organic shapes that the terrain here provides. That was the challenge with Brixtonia. That was the plan with Brixtonia. So I don't want to do too much, you know, flattening and terraforming. A little bit here and there is one thing, but I don't want to, like, again, blow up the side of a mountain or anything like that. This is, I think, not unreasonable, though. There's a couple more houses back over here. Hopefully they'll be able to reach everything they need to be able to reach. Let's see, 2... Ooh, are these bigger? 160 workers. 5-story. Oh, man. That sounds nice. Different shape, it looks like. Is it? I can't entirely tell. No, you know what? It looks more or less exactly the same. So what is this one? Oh, they are all exactly the same. The old one, new one, this naming convention is not helping me. Let's go ahead and pop some of you down, I suppose. Fit at least one over here. Let's see if I get one up over here. Again, just planning for now. Not auto building. We want to use our resources, our bricks, and all that stuff. You over here. Get you up over here. The reason why I'm making such a big gap is because I want to use the footpaths to try and connect these guys to everything else, and hopefully they'll be able to reach everything they need to reach. They can get food over here, can they? They can, okay, good. And you guys get food. You can, okay, excellent. It's very, very important, very literally essential they're able to get to, like, you know, where they buy food and stuff. Yeah, I don't mind that. We might actually do that same extension up over here as well. That, you know what, I actually, yeah, I don't mind this at all. Copy you over. And I... Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This clone tool is actually working as it needs to, I think, now. That's nice. Alright, so we do something like this, perhaps. Yeah, that works nicely, I think. Cool. Yeah, you know what? I'm genuinely really quite pleased with how easy that was. I might want to nudge this over a little bit, just the slightest bit, because it's not perfectly symmetrical, but, like, normally when I sit down to do that, I'm like, oh god, am I really going to do this? But because of this, because of the way the clone tool now aligns to the camera, it's so much easier, so much smoother as an experience. I think that's better. And like, it's an easy decision to make, to be like, all right, let's quickly fix that. That took me no time. That was this minor quality of life improvement, but like not really minor at all. That's major. That's major. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Now these will all hopefully be assigned relatively quickly. Let's get Zavodsk working on this. Zavodsk is a pretty busy construction office, but it all requires different materials and stuff, so hopefully we're doing okay. Okay, lots of work being done over here. That's great. That's fantastic. You know, here I was talking about how Brixtonia is kind of fine, and now here we are expanding it even further. It is what it is. It is what it is. I would rather that than not. Oh, crap. I just realized. Oh, man. I guess you could say I forked up a little, huh? That was a mistake. This was obviously a mistake. This is not what I was going for over here. We do not need that many forklifts. All right, I'm gonna just stay paused for a minute over here, folks. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. You know what? Time to time, everybody makes a mistake. Everybody forks up from time to time. Not a problem. We'll trade them. We'll export them. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Can't believe that happened. We also have, I think, I mean, I would have preferred more of these trucks to be made by accident, you know, but it is what it is. The third one, a fourth one in here as well. What are we looking at in terms of numbers? 1, 2, 6. Okay, fair enough. And the other two I'll get to our distribution office down over here. Well, one can go over here. All right, cool. That works out nicely, I think, actually. That works out nicely. So let's keep you over here. And you, my good friend, will come down over here. Wonderful. Okay. Oops. Yeah, we're topped up over here. That was a lot of time kind of wasted in not shipping goods out. And we have to set up the unload over here as well for everything that we're shipping. There we go. That'll hopefully get these guys started. Want to make sure destination building is above 70%. Cool. And then this is another distribution area, right? Yeah, there we go. Start moving the food. Start... Again, the bottleneck. I like how the bottleneck is... can be so problematic. Missing livestock, eh? I'll need to get more workers down here. I mean, again, that's something we're working on as this gets completed. As the construction up over here stops, and as nobody's... Like, as employment over here dries out, we're going to be using this bus stop, just as a reminder, to bring people down to, you know, this space in general. There's a lot of passengers. Hang on a second. We missed it. It's okay. It's only natural to be late. Happy New Year, folks. Happy New Year, folks. January of the year 2000. Never mind the 9. There, it's January 1 of the year 2000. It's kind of wild how long this nation has lasted. How long the playthrough has lasted, even, but just a bit of a big deal moment there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, folks. I want to mention actually as well. I don't think I mentioned this before, but again, this being the first episode of the new month. Again, I try to only mention this once a month. But if you've been really, really thoroughly enjoying this series and you would like to support the channel in some other ways, I humbly request that maybe you check out my Patreon. The link to that will be under the eye at the top right corner of this screen. It will also be in the description down below. And if you're not a fan of Patreon or just third-party services in general, you can opt to become a channel member instead. To do that, you click the join button that's right underneath the video, or you can find the link to that in the description down below as well. Becoming a channel member or a patron comes with various perks, some of them that align with like the Discord channel stuff as well. But overall as well, it really helps support the channel, really helps support especially these long-running series. Keeps things going, keeps things alive, keeps things sustainable. It is never an obligation. It's never, like, there's never any pressure from me. That's why I try to mention it only, you know, once a month. Give it just a little bit of a mention because I've been told I should mention it more often. But yes, I just wanted to mention that. Again, if you're enjoying this, or, you know, maybe more than just one thing on the channel, think of it like a Twitch subscription or like a Netflix subscription, I suppose. And again, it does really help sustain projects on the channel and the channel itself as well. I do also, I mean, outside of that, I just want to say thanks to you all for joining me on this really exciting journey. It's great. I've been having so much fun, and it's great to see y'all having so much fun. And all the quote unquote, I suppose, memeing that's been born out of it has been fun as well. But I mean, I'm glad to say I can finally set down train tracks with it working, you know, 7 out of 10 times. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say 10 out of 10. I'm not even gonna say 9 out of 10. But 7 out of 10, you know, pretty good compared to the fact that we have a part of our nation literally named after the fact that I could not get trains to work properly. So it's been good times, and I just wanted to say thank you, especially on, you know, the first episode of the of the year. All right, back on task, though. Back on task. Enough time spent sharing the thanks, I suppose. It's time to... God damn it. I knew it was happening too, and I still go into double speed. My lord. All right, let's go ahead and build a couple of these, right? And then we'll go ahead and focus on a couple of these. I wish you could, like, is there no way to say, like, stop? I wish you could, like, just get things to stop as well. God. I knew it. I was just like, well, hang on a second. I shipped forklifts over, but did I actually stop making new ones? Nope. All right, we're good. We're good now. We're good now. Food is moving quickly enough, it looks like. Hopefully that will help with the situation up top. But down over here, all this is done, so we can actually fix up our distribution situation over here. You guys are currently unloading... What is this place called? St. Elitesburg Shopping Center, right. So instead of doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add this cargo station. This should work. This should work. We'll unload at this cargo station. Food, clothes, meat, electronics. Get rid of the shopping center. Food, clothes, meat, electronics. We're picking up... What are we picking up? Food, clothes, meat, electronics. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure it was all there. Wonderful. Here, we need to add... Oh god, we gotta get fuel down here as well. Alright, not a problem. Get all this set up. At the cargo station, we are loading food, clothes, meat, and electronics. At the meat storage, well, we are both loading and unloading, right, depending on where it's going. At St. Elitesburg warehouse, we are also loading and unloading food, clothes, electronics. And at the shopping center, we are unloading all of the above. Alright, cool. That should work, but we have to make sure that we are distributing fuel as well. Go ahead and add you as a spot to unload fuel. Cool. Now, what is our fuel situation, actually? Not gonna lie, it is a little... As we've discussed before, it's a little concerning. Now, on the topic of comments, by the way, in the comments of the previous episode, it has been mentioned that I guess there's a cheat available to do this, but that I should just paint down more oil because it's so scarce and it can be kind of like frustrating to deal with. I'm just throwing it out there again as something to discuss in the comments. I'd love to hear all your thoughts. I feel like it's definitely something that's very difficult to sustain. But if we take a look at the map over here, there are still pockets. There are lots of pockets to exploit. And I feel like all I really have to do is dedicate myself to go chasing after these hot spots of fuel, you know, of oil, I should say, rather. And then obviously convert them and whatnot. But there are some relatively nearby pockets of oil that I feel like I should exploit before I consider such drastic measures. But y'all let me know what you think. Y'all let me know what you think. As always, I will take your feedback into consideration and use it to shape the future of this series. Are we good up over here, by the way? We are almost topped up. I wonder if I want to add more. Just don't know if we're able to keep up with the production over here. Maybe a couple more is not a bad idea. What are we looking at over here in terms of manufacturing? Okay, we got 2 of these done. The reason why I'm producing so many trucks is because there's always somewhere to send them, and there's always somewhere to use them. I think realistically I could just stop the production of these trucks right now if I wanted to. You going down over here as well. We do have a gas station here, right? We do. Thought we did. Down over here. And it is getting fuel. Okay, good. Good stuff, good stuff. Do we have one more? We do have one more. Cool. Go ahead and move you down here too. Cool. That should really help with the distribution from there. And do we have fuel up over here? I believe we do. Oh, look at this. Look at these arrivals. Good stuff. The forklifts are getting to work over here. Wonderful. Oh, this is wonderful to see. Just buzzing with activity. Look at those little forklifts. Meat's coming through, food's coming through, electronics coming through. I mean, this is a relatively well-stocked part of the nation. Surprisingly so. I didn't think it was going to be doing so well. I did not think it'll be doing so well. Up over here, we have to deliver food and stuff as well. We gotta deliver alcohol up over here. Got all these pools and stuff done. Oh my god, 100 and... Oh, Lord. We need more staff up over here. Fine, up over here. We need some food and alcohol up over there. The hotel will need some food and alcohol as well. Yeah, I do wonder if I should establish another distillery down there. Because right now, our only distillery on this side of the river is all the way up over here, is it not? I believe so. This microbrewery, which does have a fair bit of alcohol, actually. I wonder if it's going to be able to keep up with the tourism industry. Across the river, of course, over at Trainwrecksky, we have this distillery working away. We should have a fair bit of alcohol somewhere in the nation. I just wonder how quickly it's getting consumed. But we'll tackle that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I've been meaning to do this throughout this entire session, and I keep getting distracted by other stuff. But I think it's time to replace these playgrounds. It was actually a very good analysis put down as well in the comments of like how as soon as that one staff member leaves, there's so much time spent where nobody is getting service, as opposed to with a gymnasium, there's at least, you know, a rotation as far as keeping people occupied is concerned. So let's go ahead and check out the sports playgrounds and get the gymnasium. I think that's the way to do it. I think that'll be the way to do it. Get an entire stadium in here. It's a shame that our stadium has not seen more action, more love, but we'll work on that eventually as well. Alright, can you fit... See, this is the problem here, though. You guys are a fair sight larger. Maybe put them down over here instead. Alright, let's do it. Let's commit. Well, as I was going to say that, I just realized I got to get a road connection up over here as well. Actually, it's not really necessary, because emergency vehicles will use footpaths as well. We might actually be okay. It's so weird coming back here to redo like infrastructure work in this area. It's just so strange. We haven't been here in so long. This area hasn't needed adjustments in so long. I can fit you in here. Come on, there we go. Nice fit. Can I fit another one in here? I can't, but if I get rid of you, there we go. Can I do this kind of a thing? Nope, definitely not. Pop you down over, come on now, here. Another fire again, lots of fires. Cinemat Cesales, hopefully it'll be fine. We got fire trucks in the area. We got lots of like firefighters in the area. Back up over here. You back out this way. Get that connection back. This is where it gets annoying. Cannot get this thing to rotate properly, can I? Oh, there we go. Maybe. Okay, I gotta do it at an angle, I suppose. I'll take it. Nope. Yes, I won't. Come on. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and sharpen that up a little bit. I leave a little bit of room. Done. And will you connect as well? Oh, beautiful. Nice. All right, you know what? I'll take that. Go ahead and auto build, upgrade all of this. Cool. Hopefully that actually makes a difference. For you as well. You guys being built. St. Partia Construction Office, Party Power Construction Office. Yeah, everyone's getting involved. Good stuff. We'll see just how efficient this stuff is. Because these guys have, for a while, been having issue with sport. That's kind of been like one of the only issues that's been left in the area. Sport and culture. So this should help with sport. And we'll take a look at culture as well as an option. I mean, gee, honestly, I kind of wonder if I should just get rid of this pub. The alcohol dependency of our population is next to nothing. Next to nothing. How's our government loyalty looking, by the way? Still kind of dropping, eh? Probably largely because a lot of people are not having their basic needs met. Look at this number. Oh god, we have fallen well below 50. That is problematic. What's going on over here? Guys are all moving in. Sports, meats, electronics, food. Should be able to get all that. right up the street. Oh, are you unable to? No, you should be able to walk. Yeah, these guys are connected. They just haven't had the time to go through or something. Let me upgrade these paths though. Get you guys done. There we go. I don't know if that'll actually help in any way, but it is done. That's actually a little troubling. The population drop. What's the deal up at Brixtonia, meanwhile? These things done yet? Not yet. All this just to get rid of some bricks, eh? But I think it's worth it. I think Brixtonia, as much as I was saying, I think it's fine. I think it did need a little bit more room for people to live and some more jobs for people to do. But I was looking for, what else? I was looking for this. Bricks are being used up. Bricks are being used up. No room for steel, but there's no steel down here. Why is there no steel down here? Is it because there's no steel up over here? There is no steel up over here. Is that because there's no steel being produced up over here? No, we are definitely producing steel. Do we have a train jam somewhere? No, we're all good. Matter of timings, I suppose. Wild. Never seen so much steel. It's been a long time since we've seen so much steel just backed up over there. Down over here, food is maxed out. Meat is probably not. No livestock, eh? This is the bottleneck up over here. Well, I think it's time to assign a new bus route. So, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and ship. Oh no, first of all, just cancel production. I don't need more cars or anything right now. Go ahead and get these buses into this depot. Right, just so that when it's time to get tourists coming, we're ready for it. Move this truck over here as well. Now it's time for a new line. We can unpause actually. Go ahead and establish. All right, how do we want to do this? We want to go ahead and get. A new line. It starts up over here and goes all the way down to over. I want to say here. Don't know if that's the best idea. See, because from here, workers are also being taken over to here. But we also have the whole, issue with the mines. From here, workers are being taken. They're going to the bus stop over here from where they're being sent around. I wonder if I should get workers down to here. So they can be brought across this way. It's a shorter ride that way as well. Right, they'll be quicker to come down over here. Hopefully they'll come down this way. Head over, probably come down this way, this way. I'll have to make a more convenient road connection, I think. But if we bring them down here, and they'll come down over here, they'll get distributed over here. Okay. Let's try this. Down to here. What do you call this? The St. Elitesburg Moria line. Worker line, sure. St. Elitesburg to Moria is really all we need to know. It's pretty clear what it's going to be. Go ahead and accept that. So you're going to go up like that, you're going to go over like this, and down over here like this, eh? What if we... I don't mind this, but I feel like we can do like a road connection down over here, right? Pause for a second. Get rid of this thing. Too steep of an incline. Let's go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. Because I mean, this land is not going to be used for basically anything else. Over here. Right, like it's pretty much guaranteed to just be like a buffer zone with trees and stuff to reduce pollution from spreading to all these residential spaces. We'll go establish you. Is that? That's not straight. Come on. Steep of an incline. Flatten you. There we go. Creating a little like basin here for our power generation area. There we go. So that should make it a fair bit easier to do this transit, I think. So you can just come down this way instead. Go ahead and upgrade that road. No reason not to. This gets done. We're going to go ahead and set one of you. Just trying to figure out if I want to do both of these buses. Because I would also like to send more workers down to Petrograd and stuff like that, you know? For now, let's do both. For now, let's do both. And I think I will actually manufacture a few more buses. It's good to have some in my back pocket, I suppose. Again, I wish I could limit. I wish I could tell it, no, make 2 and then stop. Ooh, we're low on food over here, eh? Problematic. What's the deal up over here? Plenty of food up over here. Okay, do we just need more distribution offices, perhaps? These guys might be stretched a little thin. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. In which case, let's go ahead and get 2 buses and then a few of these. And what we can do is we can build another distribution office right up over here. Come on, man. It's flat enough. It's flat enough. What about up top over here now? Really gonna make me do it this way. Because I figured I want it to be near here still. So that it's, you know, close to where all the actual products are. There we go. Like that. Cool. And plus, this is a good way to use some more resources and provide some more employment as well. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the pace today has been... We've accomplished quite a bit today so far already. In the sense of the future of our nation. Just in terms of... I feel a lot more comfortable, I think, with assessing the situation and just jumping to a conclusion. Like that, for example. Like what we just did up there. We're good down over here. Yeah, we're good down over here. We're good up over here. These guys, we need more workers over here to get more livestock going more smoothly. But anyway, for now, though, we're going to keep an eye on this movement. No workers waiting up over here yet. Passengers, what are you looking for? What are these passengers looking for? Food, electronics, sports. Oh, building is without power supply down over here. Oh, damn. Okay, well, let's go ahead and fix that. I thought... Oh, you know what? Right, that's a recent thing. That's a recent thing. Because I just demolished this connection. There we go. I was like, hang on a second. I know that's not real. I know that's not a current problem. Get it? Current problem? God. I'm not very proud of that one. Who am I kidding? I am. I did see a kindergarten notification up over here. Now, is that for real? Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Not a problem. Because we have been talking about establishing some playgrounds. So that gives me a reason to actually pursue that. Decent variety of playground types as well. I think we have some decent space in here. The whole footprint thing can sometimes be a little ridiculous, don't you think? This will also provide employment. Got these are bigger ones, I think. These won't fit. Will you fit? Nope. Just checking out the variety here, folks. I know there's one that will fit, but I want to see if there's others as well. I particularly like some of the bigger ones, but yeah, the footprints are too big. Let's go ahead and establish these guys. Come on. Get you up over here. One. Looks like we have some power issues as well. I think what's going on is we have it's not about power generation, but power supply to the area. We might need to get redundancy set up with regards to a another switch, or not a switch, but a oh, what's the word? Like a distribution point. Power station, I believe is the term I'm looking for. I can put a couple more down over here as well, I think. Again, not much is going to fit in these spaces, so a couple of building attached playgrounds is, I think, a nice way to fill out the space and get some functionality out of it as well. And again, these are providing jobs as well right now, of course, because construction needs doing. Right, power. What are we looking at? You are definitely strained. Well, estimated maximum is a nice number. We're okay over there. We're working. And the fact that we still have to buy coal. Really hope this problem gets solved. Really hope this problem gets solved soon. In its entirety. Oh, we'll be fine. We're backed up on coal over here, which would imply we're probably backed up on coal over here. Oh, we're more than okay. That's got to be without any, like how many workers are you guys actually bringing down? You're not bringing down any. Okay, so you know what? I might not even want to do the Moria line that I was working on earlier. Custom lines. St. Elitesburg, Moria. Go ahead and make you St. Elitesburg, Petrograd. Okay. Rather than here. That X always throws me off because it's so much closer to the lines. I assume these buttons have to do with the overall aspects, and like the buttons down here have to do with the lines. St. Elitesburg, Petrograd worker line. Thank you. Delete the stop. St. Elitesburg is where you start. You're gonna load only workers, no tourists. Oh, now they've got workers waiting. Okay, cool. And you're gonna drop them off over here. The reason why we're dropping them off over here is because from here they'll get distributed to wherever they need to go, including this bus stop from where they'll get picked up and sent elsewhere. Yeah. All right, there we go. There we go. And it looks like there are, in fact, now people waiting here. Wonderful. Maybe not so wonderful. Quite a few of those guys did not get picked up. They just gave up on the buses. Maybe I need to add more buses over here. Maybe. We'll see. Wow, going from, like, not needing them to needing them in, like, a span of 10 minutes. That happened fast. Happened fast. What is unemployment looking like up over here? Handful of workers here and there. It's not like mass unemployment. A couple of jobs here and there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Where are we? Up over here. Not making these trucks. Go ahead and get me some more buses. A couple more I think should do the trick. Why did I make you guys again? Oh, right. The distribution office. This one. Might actually pay for this one. Go ahead and get all of you moved over to here, at least as many of you as I can right now. So, there we go. This is pretty topped up. Pretty soon we'll get the tourist buses out there as well, though. And why aren't you being built? Go ahead and get all these guys working on it. Get it done. I mean, part of me is tempted to just, like, build it myself. Like, sorry, auto-build it, I mean. Just to get it done, and for the sake of getting it done. Because that way we can start supplying more regularly. We're actually not doing too badly down over here, right? These guys have access to food more often than not. What I might need to do is establish another shop and things like that. And these things are all more or less done being built. These guys are almost done. All right, good stuff. And I can see the power is fluctuating real hard. What's going on here? And what happens if I... Now, why is production percentage dropping? Well, 17 out of 20 workers, but that's never been a major problem before. Where is this trouble? Just down over here. Up top over there, we're okay. So are you... Where are you? Where is this? There it is. There it is. There, this thing. Ah, there we go. There's our trouble. There's our trouble. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. But I do actually want to check this over here. If we stop importing, you should be pulling from over here as well. I wanted to check that earlier and I completely slipped my mind. Hang on a second. Why are you not pulling coal? We've got plenty of coal here. Building is without power supply. Well, obviously, because we're not... So you're full. Going up this way. You're not equally distributing. Which one's output 1? Which one's output 2? Alright, let's see. This is 1. If I make this medium. Engines are not currently operating. You're working. Engines are not... Source is not sending resource. Why not? What's the deal here? Why is this broken? Why is this broken? Because this should be working. It was working previously, but I feel like it must be something to do with the updates to how these things work. Let's try this again if I cancel you. Nope, just drains. Source is not sending resource. Well, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Because in theory, this should be working without any issue. Coal comes up this way, goes across, nothing is broken, nothing is broken, nothing is broken, everything is perfectly fine. Yeah, this should be working just fine, but something's up. I wonder if I have to just rebuild this or, you know, reattach this or something to fix it up. But that's gonna be essential to solve, just so we don't rely on foreign coal, especially when we have, you know, more than a surplus. We have way more than enough coal, for sure. But that'll be a problem, I think, folks, that we will be solving next time. That's actually the end of this episode. We've gone for that hour I usually try and chase. We've made some good progress over here. Some little things to worry about here and there, I suppose, but overall, making some progress. Tourism will kick off next session almost certainly, as we have the hotel and this initial space built up. The airport is looking fantastic. Oh my god. Oh wow. You know what? The airport might be done next session as well. I don't know if it'll take off next session, but it'll certainly be completed next session, and then we you know, like by the end of. All right, exciting times ahead, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. As always, as well, of course, if you've been enjoying the series tremendously, you might want to consider becoming a channel member or patron. Links to that, as I've mentioned before, are in various parts of the screen right now, including the description down below. But on that note, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons who have been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.